Hi everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Creations with Christina. Today I'm working on a scrapbook page, and the pattern paper that you see for the background of my page is Bo Bunny. I don't remember what collection it came from, but I really like that it's polka dots. And I'm using Stampin' Up's Pumpkin Pie orange cardstock for just a stripe going across, and that is cut at 2.5 by 8. And since I'm an 8 by 8 scrapbooker, that's really what I prefer to do. So, okay, these are pictures of my son when he was a baby, and I'm just mounting those onto New Leaf paper tray ink cardstock. And I don't have the measurements of my pictures or the cardstock because I don't really measure. I just kind of trim and eyeball it. So, but anyway, I'm just adhering this to the cardstock as for a mat. And I didn't quite center that properly, so I'm just adjusting the pictures so it's centered right on the cardstock. Okay, and I'm just going to mat my other photo, and I'm using my ATG gun for this. I picked up my ATG gun from FramingSupply.com, and I get my refills from Crop and Stick. So if you're ever looking for refills or looking to purchase an ATG gun, that's where I got mine. And now what I'm doing is just deciding how I'm going to lay out my photos on my page. And then I'm just going to adhere those right down to my scrapbook page. Okay, and what I did was I cut out a dinosaur from the Paper Doll Dress Up Cricut cartridge, and I'm just adhering that to the front of my page. I cut this at 3 1/4 on Stampin' Up's Craft cardstock, and then I inked it with Close to Cocoa to give it some shading. Okay, I wasn't totally satisfied with how the inking came out once I laid it on my page, so what I'm doing is just adding some more ink, and I'm using the Close to Cocoa ink and a sponge dauber, and I'm just kind of distressing it a little bit. And it's hard to tell, but it really does give you can see the face of the dinosaur much better with the inking on it. So, and now what I'm doing is just laying out the word boys on my page, and I cut these at, I think it was 1.5 inches using the Mickey Fonts cartridge. I like the Mickey Fonts cartridge because it's bolder. The font is much bolder. So I'm just laying that out, deciding where I want to put it. And then what I'm going to do is ink the edges of the lettering with the Close to Cocoa as well. Okay, now that I have that done, what I'm going to do now is adhere my letters down. And this I'm just using my snail adhesive. You can use your Zig 2A glue pen, but since these are bolder, I can use my snail with it. So I'm just laying these out on my page. When you see some of my scrapbook pages from when my son was little, I put him in orange quite a bit. I dressed him in orange a lot. I don't know why. I'm realizing that now as I'm doing scrapbook pages, so you'll see a lot of orange. Okay, so this is my scrapbook page for today. Thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to sign up to subscribe to my YouTube channel and stop by my website for other creative ideas at www.creationswithchristina.com. And thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye!